I am Dungeon Master, your guide in the realm of Dungeons and Dragons.
All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome to another Valoris Tantibus Ravenshade, Session 13. Gifts from below. When last we left our party, they had met the Droblin chieftain. He was explaining a little bit of what exactly was going on here in the Middle Dark. They set out north. They met a dwarven, appeared to be trapper, Durgar. They were able to break bread, share a little bit of a meal. But in the morning, the ground began shaking. The party caught nearly unawares as several large creatures start erupting from the earth. All right, let's share this map here. And I believe initiative is in order.
Cool.
Oh, wow, you were not kidding about starting off with combat.
That's right. As three large creatures appear from the ground.
Dang it.
Creature 1. Creature 2. Creature 3. All right, everybody rolled initiatives.
Yes.
This large land shark like creature appears out of the earth, looks in the party's direction. Leaps into action. I'll share the card with you guys there. All right, it is going to force saving throws on Boris, Shizuka, Hal, as it moves into your guys' square. Can I
Strength save?
So, I am going to force you guys. Yeah, let's do strength. Strength is good. You should know your DCs there.
Ooh.
Nice roll, Shizuka.
Ooh.
Nice roll, Hal.
I just upgraded my strength.
Muranaka, you were safe. He could not get you as part of his leap.
Can I take Muranaka's role? Is that unlocked?
No, you cannot. So let's do...
Oh, hold on.
Intervene. Intervene.
So it is... We might have to make some adjustments. I didn't see it force a saving throw. Those who saved will take half. So that would be 13 damage.
Okay.
So that would be Shizuka. I will fix you. Boris, you're fine. Hal, you are good. However, let's see. Boris, you failed, so you are now prone.
Lovely.
And effects. 1 second here. There you go, Boris. All right, so... Which is great. And the best part is that counts as part of his attack. So you guys, everybody but Boris, you guys are pushed 5 foot away. So...
Okay.
Boris, you are pounced on, and you are going to get nommed.
Oh no.
As he bends over and just comes in with a bite. Oh, how can he miss? That ends his turn. However, Shizuka, you are lightning fast on the draw. You actually get to go before the other Boule. Go ahead.
She's going to point at the one currently trying to eat Boris alive,
Okay.
and she's going to cast. She's going to attempt to shapeshift into something less threatening.
Okay.
So it's basically the polymorph spell.
Okay.
So the target, make the roll. So it failed.
The Boule did.
So I am turning into something harmless, aka a sheep.
You're turning it into a sheep. Correct?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. It definitely failed its saving throw. Let's see if I got something fun here.
Who the hell is that?
I'll use this to mark the Boule.
Oh, that was my bad, sorry.
The sheep. Nice.
I'm trying to figure out how to...
Anything else, Shizuka?
It's a big sheep.
It is a very large sheep.
And so hopefully this thing is loud enough to get the attention of the other two.
Yeah, it's just in there.
So yeah, and that's all I'm going to do.
All right. You see Boule number 2 bury underneath the ground. It is going to pop up right here. But unlike the other one that attacked, this one has a rider. Mounted on the back, you see a humanoid in damn near full plate, brandishing a very large spear. He leaps off, twirls his spear, starts swinging it at you, Muranaka. He comes in with a two-handed thrust of his spear.
They cut that out.
Oh, with that critical hit.
Hold on, let me just fill up a new character.
Slams you once for 18 points of damage. He follows it up with a second attack.
Quick question.
It was a miss.
Should Muranaka not have been damaged at the start of this fight? Didn't he not get hit by the thing?
Does he have wounds?
He had 30 before this attack. I think it was from the last fight because he wasn't here
It was.
when we did a long rest.
And you would be correct. So
Okay, so
I
he should
will-
be at 18 damage.
I will adjust that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sorry, I just saw that you were at 30 hit points down already, and I was like,
Yeah.
doesn't seem right. We just rested.
No, and I know what you mean. And this guy has multi-attack 3. Comes in with that third jab. As you take the brunt of the first one, dodge to the left, dodge to the right, stomp, stomp. Next, Boule's action. It is going to try to capitalize on Boris. Comes in with a bite. Prone target. Easy pickings. 37 points of damage. Tanaka, Makoto, it's your turn.
Well, that's not good.
You guys have lots of hit points. It's fine.
I mean, you say that. I've got 2. Oh, God.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the sensible thing. Rush in and attack with a large sword.
There you go. Move approved. Oh, and you find purchase that Daikatana.
Oh, that's a hit.
That's a hit. Oh, great damage. 15 as you bring this large curved sword to
Hey,
bear.
guess what?
That is a
Way
lot
more
of
than
that is a lot of Eldritch Smite. So I imagine you bring that Daikatana down and thrust your hand at a large forceful blast. Damn. Nice. Anything else?
That is literal. Well, I guess I could move a bit more, actually. I'm gonna move here.
Okay. Boule number 3. You can see it kind of rear back up. Its small snout kind of sniffing the air. You can see the row after row after row of teeth as it leaps in. Hal, you're going to need to make me another save.
I think I'm good.
Strength again. Nice
No,
save.
I said I think I'm good.
Yeah, that is a very good roll. I'm not going to target you. We'll just manually apply the damage here.
Okay.
You'll take half of that.
Which is
14 points as he comes in, just kind of scraping his claws and armored plates all against you and his primary target, this large, delicious sheep in front of him.
See, the downside of this plan is that when that sheep runs out of hit points, it turns back.
It attacks. Shizuka, does it retain its former AC, or is it replaced?
It's replaced.
Can you give me the AC? I imagine it's probably 17 or less.
It's gonna be like a 12 at most, I think.
Alright, hang on, let me look it up for you.
And I also need to know the hit points.
Okay, a sheep, armor class of 10,
Hit?
has 4 hit points.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, so it leaped in the first time, just tore that sheep to shreds as it is now replaced with this. However,
Dead?
it
I
did
assume
20.
I moved
Yeah.
back 5 feet because of the leap.
But the best thing is, and you guys will quickly kind of discern this, anybody who has a passive intelligence of, we'll say, 12, will see the carnal, animalistic nature as these two boulets go at each other. Is going to follow up with that bite, which would have struck its AC. So let me do this.
Is it just passive int, or is it a passive investigation?
Passive intelligence.
Okay. Yep. Nope.
Nope.
Okay.
Wait, what is it? Need an
I got it.
He bites at that first boule, just tearing at its armored plates. They're kind of almost locked. Imagine two well-armored sumo wrestlers going at it.
Ooh, and some of the damage from the jump carries over as well.
That is correct. So I will manually adjust that while Boris goes. Remember, you are prone. Let me know if you decide to stand up.
With this many fucking, you know what? I'm gonna try and stand.
Okay, there's half your movement. I will remove the prone. Probably a wise decision.
Yeah, at this point. Do I need to have?
Do you need to have what?
I was going to ask, should I cast? But at this point, I'm just gonna quaff a potion of greater healing.
Probably a good idea. That first boule, obviously kind of bloody as it's, you can see blood just kind of rolling down its uncovered, unarmored chest.
Let's see.
Makoto, if you want to go ahead and do it in the background, and then we'll figure it out.
Okay.
You guys are gonna need every last bit of help.
I believe it's +4 on top of that for a
Yeah,
greater
it's a
healing.
+4 on top of that one. So what's that? 11, 15.
Okay.
That's not great.
That's a decent roll.
It's a decent roll, but that's still not great. I'm at 64 out of 66, man.
You should probably still have the potion that gives you D8s instead of D4s that we got.
That's a fair point. Let me see if I have that.
I mean, you already drank your potion, and that's an action. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
And you'll have to manually apply it.
Yep. Let me toss you onto the next person then, as we're.
Okay. Which would bring us up to Hal. The two in front of you, by in front I mean directly to the south, you can see that they're locked in combat. You can obviously attack them if you wish. The other one is pretty much directly over Boris, trying to chomp him. Oh, and then don't forget the well-armored guy stabbing Muranaka with the spear.
Muranaka, you okay?
Oh, it stings.
Muranaka.
He's like bleeding from a shoulder. He's like, what do you think?
I'm trying to prioritize who needs me more.
Boris.
Boris, yeah, I'm gonna move here. And I'm gonna attack Bullet 1 a bunch.
Reminder: Bullet 1 and Bullet 3 are fighting each other.
Yes.
Bullet 3 is so they are like, it's now focused on Bullet 3, or is it still focused on
Okay,
Boris?
so Bullet 3 leaped in at the sheep,
the sheep.
which was number 1. It's now polymorphed back, but that doesn't seem to stop them from fighting each other.
I meant, is it still focused on Boris, or is it?
Sorry,
focused on
2
3?
is focused on Boris.
2 is focused on Boris.
That was my bad.
Okay, then
Misnomer.
I'm going to attack 2 and let them fight each other. So this is against number 2.
Nice.
Why do I have advantage?
Because it is prone.
Oh, that's fun.
Eldritch Smite's great.
There's my
Yes, it
damage,
is.
And I'm gonna pump key for Stunning Strike. Actions. That's where that is. That's not the right button. Save. Darn.
Ooh, it barely made that save.
Yeah.
So then another attack.
No, strike.
Damage. Ooh.
Nice.
And I'm not gonna bother on another Stunning Strike. I'm going to attack and hoping he can kill it before its turn.
Okay. Fair enough. Just trying to wail. Oh, unfortunately, that is a miss. That is.
I will spend a key for Flurry though.
Okay.
Nice.
That is a strike. You just keep attacking what you deem as very vulnerable points, and at this point, it probably is. As you just kept attacking over and over and over. Not enough to bring this guy down, but he is definitely bloodied.
And that's my turn.
Muranaka.
Oh, the pain. So this thing just north of me is like a guy riding on top of one of these.
Yes, so the picture is obviously him mounted, but think of it as a humanoid in plate armor with a giant freaking war spear.
And you can probably also see that the big thing next to you is on its last legs.
That is
Yeah,
correct.
okay.
It is definitely
So I'm
bloodied.
going. Yeah, I might as well start beating the crap out of this thing next to me.
Okay.
As angry as I am at this guy, I want to kill the big thing first.
Okay.
So let's see.
Remember, yep. Control. You targeted yourself.
Yeah.
Hold it.
Dang it.
So just click yourself. Nope. So close. There,
There we
perfect.
Okay. We got it this time. Alright, so I've kind of got my bow out, so I'm just gonna start punching this thing.
Okay.
Where are my martial arts? Is this?
Where the martial arts at?
Here we go. Okay. Targeting him. Roll an attack. Why do I have advantage?
It is prone.
Is it? Okay. How did I miss? That's okay. I can still punch it again.
Again, not so much of a miss as you just struck against a well-armored portion. This one, you fared much better. Strike.
Eh.
7 points. It is on its last freaking leg.
Hey, look at that bonus action, martial arts.
Oh, and that hit though.
Yes.
You strike it as Boris is, rising, drinking this potion. You can see some of his Aarakocra feathers just kind of flying across the battlefield. This large creature just lifeless to the ground. Good job.
Yeah, I imagine Murnaka just like kicking it, and then once it falls lifeless, he like turns his gaze towards this knight, and he just like gives him the look like, "You next."
That is awesome.
Makoto, where's the gif?
Okay.
Which gif?
Jojo.
Jojo?
It was prone. Kicking it while it's dead.
Oh. Yeah. Give me a sec.
Boule 1, I can tell you exactly what it's going to do. It is going to leap away. It leaps away out of combat with Boule 3 as it kind of rears up on its back haunches and lets out just this large growl. 3, in reply, just and they turn their attention to the party, buying you just a brief moment. Shizuka, you get to go, and then this plated warrior gets to go.
Okay. So then she's going to point at the new one that pounced.
Okay. 3 right below you.
Yeah, and she's gonna do the same thing. So
Okay.
Yeah.
let's see how he likes being a sheep, if this works.
And it
He's
failed.
like a sheep.
You're a sheep, and you're a sheep, and you're
Everybody turns to sheep. I'm just replacing it. Okay.
Wake up, sheeple.
It is a sheep. Okay. Anything else that you would like to do?
Nope.
Oh, interesting. Anyways, this warrior here
Oh.
stares at you, Muranaka, and he kind of does that warrior kind of size up salute as he takes a few steps, as he's kind of walking back and forth, sizing you up, keeping his spear ever ready in a defensive position, but kind of moving it to and fro to kind of somewhat intimidate you, somewhat, just kind of put you on edge. And then you hear this like reverberating sound. It sounds like, I don't know, thunder all around you. As you guys lock eyes, you hear this thunder, trying to use it as a brief distraction. He comes in with a single-handed strike. And he hits.
How dare you hit me?
7 points of damage. He follows it up with another single-handed strike. Finding purchase.
Stop it!
12 points of damage. He's going to seize this opportunity, grab it with both hands, drive his spear deep into you. Also a strike. 9 points of damage. Everyone needs to make me a Constitution save. DC 14 as that thunderclap that was produced from the sheep.
Uh-oh.
What do I need to roll? Con?
Constitution.
What was the DC?
14, I think you said.
That is correct.
I'm glad I have such a high con. I'm glad I have such a high con save.
I'm going to bend luck on myself to add a d4 to that roll.
Okay, so you will autosave because you can't roll below a 1. Very good.
So I saved.
Still need Boris.
So save come.
Okay, so that looks like just Hal?
Yeah, just me.
All right. Hal. The world to you just blinks out. You are completely deafened.
I can still see though, right?
You can still see, yes.
Meh.
But half the world is gone to you. Let me add this. And just for clarity's sake, that was wild magic from that polymorph.
Oh, sorry.
It's
That is the
It
loudest
happens.
bleat you have ever heard. Deafened. Ow. Done.
I'm looking at what that does. Automatically fail ability checks that require hearing.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Okay.
It doesn't affect you guys too much.
I mean, if he tries to give me like spells that require spells that require you to hear them. I'm
Makoto,
good.
it is now your turn.
I guess I'm gonna move in and assist Muranaka.
Okay.
Yep, let's continue using the big fuck you sword.
Nice. Have at the. Ooh, 19 hits. You clang against his armor. Small slice between the plates. 10 points.
You know what? I am gonna use my bonus action to switch weapons.
Okay.
No, I think.
Noted.
No, okay. And it was apparently a poor decision.
That does happen. Mauls can be quite effective against plate mail, though. So I don't blame you. Unfortunately, he just kind of bounces it off of his spear. Anything else?
No.
All right.
That actually was all my actions.
Do I get a save for polymorph?
I don't believe you do. Just double checking to be safe.
Yeah, I'm trying to pull it up here too. Polymorph. I'll just drop it here. It is concentration, 0 hit points. Doesn't look like it that I see.
Nope. I think it's either concentration runs out or they take enough damage.
All right. Well, I imagine this sheep is pretty fucking pissed off.
It's a sheep. What's it gonna fucking do? Bite us?
No, it's gonna just fucking ram right into Hal. That's what it's gonna do. What's my strength score as a sheep?
I mean, the biting is less effective on me anyway because I can't hear it.
Just
You have a +1.
Yeah, plus one.
okay. Well,
I don't see any special abilities.
And Atherin, it's currently worth 2 gold.
you need to beat a 12. This strength or dex.
Strength or dex? It's trying to bowl me
You're
over?
sorry, athletics or acrobatics.
Okay. All right.
Essentially, it's trying the shove maneuver. It puts its head down and just.
all right.
Oh, I would have laughed so hard if you would. You kind of like I don't know, put your hands up and this sheep's just kind of pushing up against you. You give maybe I don't know 6 inches or so as you slide back as it's all sorts of pissed off. It like bleats and kicks its feet and shit. All right, Boris, it is now your turn. I imagine your feathers are a little bloody.
A little bloody? I'm like missing half of them.
But if only this party had a cleric.
If only, yeah, if only we had a cleric. I wonder what they'd be doing right now. Combat. There we go. They'd be finding their cure wound spell. Actually, funny that.
Okay. You doing anything else besides curing? Moving?
No.
Okay. Then we'll move.
Oh my.
We'll move on to Hal.
Yeah.
Hal, you won't have any sort of save for this. It will dissipate in.
Oh,
Only known to DM number of rounds. Okay.
Okay, let me know when I can hear again.
Yeah, it'll be a while.
I'm gonna move there
Interesting.
and cut off its leap. I am okay
That you
if the sheep
think.
takes an attack of opportunity.
You would know that this creature is large. If it wants to leap, it will leap.
Yeah.
Okay.
But maybe it'll focus on me.
That's true. They appear to be pretty stupid. And
Maybe
they-
Sentinel will cause it to fall to there.
Just bap as it falls on you. Like, how much does it weigh? A ton? Okay.
Does the leap count as moving?
That is his movement. So they get to
So
attack and attack when they leap.
I mean, I can also sentinel attack them because he's moving.
However,
I'm
it's not his
attacking him.
turn, so go ahead.
He is still considered prone, apparently. I think.
No,
Hold on.
He rolled twice for some reason.
Hold on.
that's because you attacked twice.
Oh.
Yes, I was gonna
Weird.
say.
Okay, so the first one doesn't hit. The second one does.
Correct.
I didn't even try to roll twice.
It's okay. 12 points damage.
And stunning strike.
Oh. And no, I am not picking creatures specifically to thwart your stunning strike.
No, I know. And I'm gonna flurry of blows.
All right. Ooh. Unfortunately, no. It's,
Glad I flurried.
yeah, it's just standing on its haunches. It's got its claws kind of trying to keep you at bay as you're kind of having to keep your punches quick and short.
As it bars at you.
So yeah, that's
So wait.
Wait, why did you burn 3 key points
I
there?
didn't. I unburned one by accident, but it says
okay.
it regardless.
So
Okay.
Okay.
you just burn a key point to punch a sheep.
No, he's punching the
I'm-
other one.
That's the one that's not a sheep.
The large wheel is the sheep. Anything else? If not, it is Muranaka's turn.
That's my turn.
Okay, Muranaka. Inosuke.
You are going to pay for that.
He will actually reply. None of you will leave here alive.
Do you want to be a sheep too? I can do that for you.
Yeah, he doesn't even give you a glance.
I will pull out my short sword. Is there something funny about
I
that?
didn't know this was that kind of party. Anyways, go ahead.
Don't! Get back here and let me stab you.
What are you gonna do with that? As he blocks it out of the way. Nothing.
Coughing up blood.
But you do follow it up
Excited.
with a 21, which does hit. Let me target him. Oh, there you go. Okay,
I forgot to target him.
no problem. Go ahead and roll damage. That is a strike. 4 points. 8 points. I can't read. All right. So there was 2 attacks. Anything else?
Yeah, I'm gonna attempt to kick him. Get down here so I can kick you.
Okay.
I think I missed.
Yeah, he seems to be very adept with his spear. He's very easily kind of able to push your weapon attacks, including your feet, away. Anything else?
I am not happy.
Imagine not.
Oops.
Okay. Nope. No.
Sorry.
That was me. I out of habit. I always. Oh, come on, you piece of garbage. Anyways, Boule number 1. Let's see. Yeah, I think he's just gonna He'll go after Hal. Hal, he looks at you. And you can see it, again, it's kind of standing up on its back legs. It's been batting you with his arms. It kind of tries to bring his arms out in like a claw attack, but that was his main focus as he bends his head down, mouth wide, trying to bite. And why do I have Boris targeted? Hold on.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to ask that and be like, why do I have Boris targeted?
Hold on.
Oh, right, because I'm throwing something at him.
Give me a second. I have to do that. Would a 17 have hit you, Hal? How would a 17 have hit you?
Yeah, it is my AC, so
Okay,
I don't
cool.
know if that counts or
Yes.
not. Okay.
All right. So I'm going to just re-roll to get rid of that critical. Because that was the last one. Damn it! I wasted it! So I just roll nothing but criticals now. Okay, so now it should just do regular damage.
Yeah.
And it didn't. Fuck.
Isn't that regular damage?
Yeah, it is. You're right. These things are nasty.
It's a lot of damage.
Yeah.
But it's just regular damage.
Yeah, it is 4d12 plus 4 piercing. As it brings its mouth down on you. You imagine you could get your hands and quarterstaff up in there to try to block as much as you can, but the teeth are just scraping down your shoulder blades.
Yeah.
Shizuka, it is your turn.
Thinking. Shizuka's gonna take a step away from Morinaka. And then point at this guy. Let me just like that.
Define this guy.
I just targeted him.
Oh, okay.
And
Okay.
she's gonna fire off like her Eldritch Blasts.
Okay. By all means.
Shot one. God damn it.
He just leans to the side as it passes by, but which puts him in direct path of your second.
Damage.
All right, you slam him for 4 points of damage. It's a glancing blow, but one that he'll remember.
And then bonus action, going to break down a 2. And use the sorcery points to rebuild a 4th.
Okay, understood. All right. All right. So, this man in plate armor, still staring at you, Muranaka.
Oh.
I admire your fighting spirit. But know this. I know you're the ones, the heretics, causing so much strife. I will not allow this to pass. Julia, give me strength. He drives his spear at you, Muranaka.
As he's saying that, she's deadpan, just like, bitch, we just got here 24 hours ago. Like, she'll literally just say that to him.
Yeah, yeah. Spear already in motion. Muranaka, you were waiting for it. Maybe you're learning a little bit more about how this guy fights. Follows up with another single-handed strike. Oop, that was damage. Ignore that. Let me fix that. You're like, stop hurting me. All right, you're fixed.
The pain.
Instead, we'll do the attack. Miss. You go in with the two-handed. That one will do damage.
Well, looks like I'm rolling up a new character.
No.
We have a healer that uses healing spells sometimes.
Yeah. Sometimes.
I don't know why it's not letting me roll that damage. Second. I don't like that. It's a D8 plus 4 though. Give me 1 second. I'll just manually roll it. 9 points of damage, which is.
Yeah, you're still up.
I mean, even if you go down, it's just death saving throws.
It was a crit.
So it's.
Oh, yeah, it
14
was.
points of damage instead.
Yeah, that's easier
Well,
math.
I guess you could roll again.
51, 61. There. That was his third attack. He doesn't get any more this round. Murnaka. Heretics.
A-hole. Butthole.
But the holy.
What? I'm confused.
I'm going to bend luck on Morinaka's roll.
Did I say Murnaka? I meant Makoto.
Oh, okay.
What?
I was gonna say,
To attack.
my turn came up pretty quick.
Yeah, sorry, Makoto. The other M.
Yep.
The other.
I'm gonna try something a little bit different here.
Uh-oh. And now for something completely different.
Let's see what happens.
Or so we shall.
It failed. Whatever you're going for. It's an
That is
intelligence save.
That was casting Phantasmal Force.
Interesting.
Ooh.
What does that do?
Describe to me what you're wanting to do. What's your intent? Perceivable blind.
Makoto says some catchy one-liner that I can't come up with right now, and then this dude just finds himself surrounded by walls, caged, held in entirely, with nothing but spears pointed at him.
Okay. Audibly, this is kind of what you guys will hear. No, I didn't fail. Stop. I don't deserve this Inquisition. Okay, anything else?
You deserve everything that's coming to you.
Nice.
Now the fun part is that if you hit him at all, he perceives the spears coming in on him.
Correct. Phantasmal
Oh, that's fucking.
Force is amazing, yes. Nothing else? Nothing else.
Nothing else.
Boule 3 is still a sheep. I know exactly what it's going to do. What is the sheep's strength score? Just a +1?
Yep.
Okay, so the sheep turns. You see it start to kind of run with purpose, not just to flee, but also to leap. Have you ever seen a creature who can just naturally leap 15 foot into the air, suddenly not be able to? Let's see what happens. This could be fun. All right, so it's not too bad. It leaps, but you can see that it hit the ground much sooner than it had anticipated. So its legs kind of buckle for a second. It picks itself up, and it still will continue to kind of run off. It will try a second leap towards the end. It is none too graceful either. In another round of combat, you think it would have completely fleed, though it could, of course, always turn and charge back. Boris.
Hello.
Here. And she's going to comment, oh, here I want to keep it as a pet.
For an hour.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go help Hal.
Okay.
I'm going to heal the dying person in front of you.
Oh, that's a fair point. Here, Murnaka, have healing.
If only this party had a cleric.
I even just commented on. We even have a
Oh my
cleric who
God.
sometimes heals.
I think the universal thing that we should set up is medic. Medic. Okay. That's a hotkey now.
I'm in need of medical attention.
Medic.
No,
All right.
It should just be I need healing.
Here, you're slightly less medically needing.
Nice. So Boris lays his bird-like hands upon you as you feel the effects of healing magic. Nice. Oops, too far. If nothing else, Boris, it will be Howl's turn.
No, that's it from me.
All right, Howl.
Alrighty. Let's hit things again. Nope. And fucking hell.
Mm.
It looks like a 14.
So here's how I see it, Hal. You're so used to the power of that ring. You're not used to being damaged, to being actually put to the test. And this thing has got you on the ropes. Blood is dripping down your face. You can't hear for sakes. You're in just this dark place. Does anybody have a goddamn torch lit?
You know what I just realized? I should have switched my attacks over to strength.
Oh,
That would have been smart.
strange
Since my
place,
strength is
strange
now-
times, but
So I'm now going to, with my other attack, with my unarmed strike, I'm going to just punch it as hard as I can with my newfound strength.
nice. Oh, and it connects. You lay
Awesome.
everything into this. Bread
Yeah.
basket. 12 points.
Nice.
Bringing him to a critical state. He just lets out a short kind of howl or growl as some of the air escapes its lungs. Very nice. Anything else?
No, that's it.
Muranaka, you see this well-armored humanoid standing in front of you, just kind of looking around like almost completely paranoid, looking at various angles, but always looking through you and your party, not letting his eyes kind of hang on you guys for very long. What would you like to do?
Sorry, I was muted. Is he still riding that thing?
He has
He's
been
on foot.
dismounted. He's been fighting you. The picture shows him mounted. He has been dismounted from the boule the whole time.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I want to use one of my attacks to attempt to shove him to the ground.
Okay.
Knock him prone.
Sure. Let's see. Does Phantasmal Force affect his saves? Can you drop that card for me again, Makoto? Thank you. I don't think it actually technically does, but
No, I don't think it does. It's just they rationalize any illogical outcomes from the phantasm.
fair enough. So to him, when Muranaka comes to kind of shove him out of the way, he of course would envision one of these large spears or something just trying to just stab him to the ground. He moves with a great ferocity to get out of the way. That was your first attack.
Yes. I will attempt it one more time.
Okay.
Athletics. That's the right.
Much better. I will do an opposed roll here. I rolled a straight fucking natural 1. All right, describe to me what happens.
I will after I'm done yawning. So I go in to shove him to the ground, and he just kind of dodges out of the side. But then I hit him with the leg sweep,
Nice.
as he's one of the spears that were poking him. Just kind of, he sees it as those tripping him up. And now that he's on the ground, I want to kick him.
Nice. Go ahead and follow that up.
Doing a lot of kicking.
That's right.
This
Right in
session.
his fucking face. Oh, that's a strike. Roll that damage.
I did.
Oh, there it
Except
is.
I'm still targeting Burrow Shark 2. Okay, that's right.
Which is correct.
Okay. I thought I was targeting the monster all the way over to the left. By how?
So, you go in for the shove, you miss, immediately do that back spin, take out his legs, and follow it up. Did you and it followed up with like a kick to the face. You guys can see the helmet kind of twist there on his neck. From his perspective, he sees the spears coming in. Two of them just slam into the backs of his knees as he loses his balance. Another spear comes in, jabs him into the chest, slams him, pins him to the ground as another spear kind of goes through, slices his cheek. You can see that he's just kind of freaking out at this point. He's yelling, "No, stop! I can do better!"
Not only are we killing the guy, we are convincing him that he is being divinely punished.
Well,
I mean, in a way, he kind of is.
That's just awesome.
all right. Boule 1 is going to try to leap here, Hal, but I will let you use your reaction if you wish.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to sentinel attack him to try to to reduce his movement to 0.
And you do strike. Okay. So that just means all the attacks are coming at you. Go ahead.
That's fine.
All right, so 9 points of damage. He's trying to get over you, but you just kind of position your body in such a way as it kind of, you feel it kind of try to leap, and I don't know, you kind of jam the back of one of its knees so it just can't leap when it wanted to, and it's going to take out all of its ferocity on you, which means another bite.
Yep.
Oh, no!
Oh, thank God.
No, DM should get portent 3 times a day. Anyways,
My AC is 17.
he rolled a 10. Well played. Well played. Shizuka, your turn.
It worked, guys.
So is this guy still freaking the hell out?
Yes.
He will be for a full minute.
So and just like in like this small like there, and then just like attempt, because you said he's wearing plate, right?
He is wearing plate armor.
And pretty much just like put a hand on him, and that hand is crackling with electricity.
Nice.
Shot the grass. Like,
Do it.
There.
Do it.
And then he has disadvantage because he's wearing plate. So how would this be marked on your end? Because I have to make an attack roll.
I don't think Shocking Grasp does anything to metal, does it?
It does.
Does it?
You get advantage on the attack roll.
I mean,
if,
so you just click
Okay.
advantage and
Yeah.
when you do the attack roll.
And he takes an additional d8 on top of my 2d8.
Yeah, so you roll an extra d8 and he'll add it.
Or what you can do with these. So you rolled with advantage, you hit. For spells that deal extra damage, or if you're casting them at a higher level, if you grab the die damage, like left click and drag it out, you can always right click to add dice.
Oh, yeah, so right click and add a die.
Also, it's just advantage on the attack roll. It's not more damage.
Yeah, I'm sorry. So it's just he takes 2d8 of
Okay,
damage.
then you can roll it like normal.
That would be disgusting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be
like it was.
disgustingly good. There would be no reason to ever use any other cantrip against humans.
Well, it's melee.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay, so 9 points of damage. That puts him at... where's he at?
But no, against people with metal, that would well outclass Eldritch Blast for warlocks.
You can just hear him. No, stop. I'll repent.
And then, like, as a bonus action, she's gonna let her disguise self like fade, revealing her kitsune.
He can't see you.
He can't see you.
Well, when he snaps out. of
Shizuka
it.
doesn't know that, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like, give me a hug, you son of a bitch. Zap.
All right. So he gets an investigate check, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So he doesn't have necessarily investigate. So I am just going to roll his intelligence. I don't know exactly what the DC is, but I'm sure it's bigger than...
It's above 6.
Yes.
It's above 6.
I'm sure it's well above 6 as well. So
It's 10 above 6.
yes.
It's your spell save DC, isn't it?
Yes.
So that is... He is... I should have marked him as prone that last time. So... He is going to take part of his movement to stand back up. That's my fault for not setting him as... Actually, no. That actually played out well. Makoto, it's your turn.
Oh. Neat. It's got that. Oh, wait, if he can't see me, and I know he can't see me, that means I get advantage, doesn't it?
I'm going to say yes because you know that he can't see you. But it doesn't apply to everybody.
Neat.
Yeah. Good bartering skills there with the DM.
Fucking beat the ever-loving shit out of him.
Damn. Yeah, as you guys are just pouring magic, another strike. You brought your maul down. Another maul. He just feels spear after spear slamming into his body.
Spear.
That's right. Plus,
Because I get to roll that now.
considering how much damage you guys are doing, again, he's not technically prone, but you can tell that he's feeling the effects of something. He's still pretty resilient. Boule 3 is sheep. Nobody's interacted with sheep. Sheep is now gone.
Sheep just said, fuck this, I'm leaving.
Bye, shape.
And then gets eaten by another boule.
Well, I mean, 4 points of damage, and that reverts back, so... It is definitely what we would call a trap. All right. Boris.
Do I heal Muranaka more? Or do I go heal Hal? I'm gonna heal Muranaka more, because...
Yeah, on a,
so we'll get that.
on a scale of 75, he's about...
About less than half of that. Here, I'm gonna...
You guys can see all each other's hit points, so it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
But the monsters, you guys don't know the exact numbers. Okay. That's a
I like
good
that.
heal. I feel it adds a little more kind of drama. All right, Hal. You got him on the rope-a-dope. Quarterstaff, miss. Quarterstaff, hit. Oh. You strike him. It falls lifeless to the ground. All right, so this is what I would like to do. You guys effectively have the burrow shark on the ropes. He's practically defenseless now. So let's pull ourselves out of combat. What would you guys like to do? Let's switch to RP mode.
So if he's still alive, we can question him.
I want to kick him.
No, you can kick him later.
How you heal by just standing there, correct?
Not
No.
for long.
I don't know if they've divulged that information.
Oh.
They may have. I just
Have
don't
you?
remember it.
Okay.
Okay, Boris is gonna go heal Hal then.
Yeah, without I would have let you know that without the sun's healing, I don't get my.
You can
or
also
without the sun's
physically
light.
see him bleeding, though for the next round or so, you're like, Hal! 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 And finally his ears kind of clear, and you can feel the world coming back to you. Mom!
So while they're doing that, Shizuka's going
Makoto was gonna grab him, actually.
Oh.
I'm sure Hal's first words are, medic!
I mean,
Man, this tinnitus is killing me.
I've got a lot of
Alright,
healing potions.
Okay, we're burned on 3s.
You do have a lot of healing potions, but there's also a lot of Underdarks.
I will be fine for a while. Like this, I'm okay at this level of injury.
I'm actually feeling much better now.
I'd hope fucking so.
Shizuka's going to turn to this burrow shark. And is he still freaking the hell out? Hello?
Oh, yes, he absolutely is.
So first thing she's gonna do is gonna take his spear from him. Like, no, you don't get to hold this anymore. So she'll pretty much and then like, okay, I got what I wanted. Have fun, guys.
All right. Yep. Makoto's just gonna kind of grab him by the neck while he dismisses the spell, the illusion. Talk.
And Shizuka will hold the spear to his throat.
Gotcha. So, you guys have hold of his spear. Do you remove any of his armor or anything? Do you physically restrain him?
I'll use some rope and tie his hands behind his back.
Hands bound. Okay.
And at this point, Shizuka's ears are on display.
He kind of comes to, and you can only see the slits for his eyes. He actually has pretty gentle eyes, almost ice blue. And you can see the realization come back to him that he's been tricked. And he will state, I deserve this for being weak.
No, you deserve this for being an idiot.
What race is he? Human, elf, dwarf?
You have not removed the helmet, but it's definitely one of the more humanoid type races. Probably not a dwarf, probably not a gnome. But the one thing that you guys kind of hear in the background as you're very focused on dealing with this guy, but you hear very kind of almost the slow clap.
Shit. I am on guard.
It appears to be
that Hal has moved away from me.
a dark-skinned elf. Torn, would you like to describe your character?
Torn is a is there like a I actually have a picture of him. Is there like a
Discord's the
tech
best
chat?
way.
Yeah, which one could I show him in?
In
Yes.
yes.
Valoris Tantibus. Probably be the best one.
Yeah, I see that as a voice chat. Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
Okay.
it should be up above.
Okay. Well, he looks like this. Hold on.
By the way, Atherin, is it now Valoris, Tantibus, Ravenshade, Journey to the Underdark?
The Underdark Chronicles.
Oh, the Underdark Chronicles, good. We have to keep adding colons to it.
Ooh. I feel
God.
with that many colons, everything's going to turn to.
So, my character looks like this. I put him in the text chat.
So it looks like a whitish hair, some leather bots, kind of a flamboyant purple and red sort of accent pieces on the body,
He's
and
got fur.
yeah,
Some fur
some sort of
pieces.
like white animal fur.
Shizuka will blink.
And Torn is going to go, "Oh, well done. The way you handled those ruffians was quite a show." And he's not going to move any further, but he's going to continue clapping a little bit.
Okay. Keeping about 15-foot distance from you guys.
He looks a bit smug.
I'll say.
Shizuka will turn to the burrow shark and just go, "Do you know this guy?"
And why should I answer filth like you?
Do you want the spear up your ass?
Death is preferable than being contaminated by the unclean.
I'll save you some
Didn't say
time.
death.
Okay,
Spear up your ass. There's a difference.
You guys are
I'll
all
save
about
you
that
some
colon.
time and some having to clean your weapons. My name is Torn Bloodstone. And he kind of bows.
Ominous name.
Dramatic.
Yeah. At that, like, Shizuka will just, like, mentally remove the burrow shark's helmet. Did
Okay.
I do that? My bad.
Yeah. As you pull off the helmet, you see an elf, but you see a very light-skinned elf. Not pinkish, fleshy, human-y kind of colors ranging, from the pinks and oranges and browns. This is a very white pallor, very, very white. Ghostly, almost. But you see his piercing blue eyes. He's actually very pretty for a male humanoid.
Oh no, he's hot.
Oh no, he's hot. Oh no, he's hot.
So, Elf, are you two, like, in some civil war or something?
I had a character I actually have no idea about this setting.
You know that he's with the church and church bad. That's probably about the best descriptor.
Well, I've never met him before. That's what you're asking.
So you don't have a problem if I knock his ass out then?
Feel free, just try not to get any blood on me.
You, Ponytail. If you hit me, you better kill me.
This could be arranged.
Mornaka, have fun kicking him.
I want to give him a kick.
Okay. You don't need to roll the hit. You kick him square in the side of the face. You can see his...
I was more thinking the gut.
Oh, okay. You kick him kind of hard in the gut. He does that kind of lurch forward with his upper torso and legs. And most of the metal was able to kind of protect a lot of that impact, but still, he kind of... You'll regret that. By Juliar, I will strike you dead.
Up. And she, like, she's like, will take her hand and put, like, a finger on his lips. Repeat that name?
You put a finger on his lips?
Julia.
Yeah, and then, like, remove it. Say that again?
Okay, hold on. He's gonna try a bite attack at disadvantage.
Come on, Shizuka.
He does. He kind of does that kind of bite. You're way too quick for him as you move your hand out of the way. But he would have got a good bite in on you.
Don't
Wow.
put your hands in front of the prisoner.
I will not have you sully her name.
And then she'll just, like, backhand him.
Smack.
Rude.
This really is turning into that JoJo scene.
I'm just gonna crack him over the head with my quarterstaff to knock him out.
Nice.
And then we all just, like, take turns
You hit
stomping
him
on him.
pretty hard. You can see the blood kind of escaping from a small wound that you gave him on the temple. I'm assuming that you guys are giving Torn more of your guys' attention.
So,
While all that was happening, Torn has pulled out of his deck of playing cards. He's kind of just fancily shuffling them around, doing the thing where, like, he bends it and it flies into his other hand.
So
He doesn't even really care about what's going on. Not care, but
What?
he wasn't flinching when you were interrogating him. Okay.
What brings you to these parts? And what?
I should be asking you that. It's not often to see others here in the Underdark that aren't of my kind.
He's kind of got a point.
That's true.
If anything, you're on my territory, but I don't claim to own this rock. He kind of just kicks one.
Murnock is going to pick it up. Mine.
Well, I guess. Well,
Hold on, question for question. You ask me, and then I'll ask you something. It's only fair after all, isn't it?
Well
Okay.
thought.
oh God.
No.
Oh no.
Oh, God.
Hell no.
Drake's gonna pull, and Torn's gonna hold out his hand and be like, one of you, pick a card. Any card.
Does this give us an answer for one of our questions?
No,
That's
I
not
just
my
want to see
question,
you pull a card.
Yeah, I'll do it. Why not? I go over and I will pull a card.
Pull the void. Your soul is ripped
Alright.
from your...
Who has a passive perception higher than 15?
I do.
Is it listening or listening? I do.
Well, I have a passive perception.
Yeah,
of 15.
listening will be applicable. Shizuka,
I
you
have a-
failed that save.
I have a 21. Maybe a 22 at this point? I don't remember.
Did you get a good look at your card?
Yes. What Athern, is there a way to roll for card?
Yeah.
For card?
Is there actually? Like to roll a specific card?
Oh no.
And you'll just hear Shizu, son of a bitch.
Oh, motherfucker. Are we rolling initiative?
What happened?
You are now.
What happened?
Shiz,
We're under attack.
Be glad you're smart. Or maybe you're not.
I have an int of 0.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Shizuka
that's
was
a 10.
slamming the spear in. When he died, that's when all hell broke loose.
That makes sense.
That's not the one I wanted.
This is why I didn't kill him. Buck the Underdark. It's a terrible place.
It is a very terrible place. Let's see.
Hey Ryukin.
E.
I don't feel so good, guys.
Oh, no.
I know.
Okay.
Good times.
So this happens. And I think okay, so how much damage did I deal out? That's what I need to find.
16,
What's your intelligence score?
10.
Okay. Your intelligence score is now reduced to 0.
Oh no.
Right, so now she's brain dead.
Now, you guys have all rolled initiatives?
Yep.
Makoto, you get to react first.
Yep.
You
moving
hear
right in.
Shizuka just jab that spear into old boy's chest, and then emerging, exploding from his brain, this brain-like object with arms, legs, lashes out at Shizuka. You can see her reach her hand up to her head and just collapse. Makoto, what would you like to do?
Beat the ever-loving shit out of this.
Okay. That is a strike. You smack it once with your giant ass maul. You can see like the brain matter just kind of split off and splatter across both your maul and space here. As you bring it down a second time, you hear that loud crunch sound as it dies.
Fuck those things.
Still brain dead, by the way.
Yeah, there's...
Shizuka's not moving,
And also not talking.
not talking, barely breathing.
So that's why we're here. Whatever the fuck that thing was. But it's brain oriented, so I imagine it has to do with why we're here. Boris, anything you can do?
Boris is going to kick at the lifeless body.
Not lifeless.
Not like
Yeah,
hard, just like
you're examining.
Yeah. To which my response is, nope, nothing I can do in my realm, at least as far as I know. Give me 20 minutes to think, and or read the D&D guide.
I think it's a restoration.
It's restoration.
That's what I was thinking, it's resto, which is something I don't have. Probably something I should,
Well,
but it is something I do not.
While we're waiting for that to happen, Torn, if you're not aware, the church of one of the cities above is being controlled by a colony of Illithid.
Those spindly spindly creatures that lurk in these parts.
And eat people's brains, yes. So
Shame about your friend over there. I mean, I could take you back to where I'm from, but they're not quite so kind to outsiders. I could try and act as a mediator if you want.
that
my goddamn life.
would be helpful and appreciated if
But
you would be
before
willing
that-
to do that.
Before that, are you sure you got a good look at your card?
Oh yeah, is there a way to roll for what card?
I'm sorry, I did not answer that. I do have access to some decks. Is it a specific card or is it just a
It's just regular playing cards.
So, let me do this. Do you want me to tell you out loud or DM you?
DM me. Why not? Let's make this fun.
Okay.
One of the party members is unconscious. Let's play card games.
I'm just going to use real world.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a look at my card.
All right. Now put it back in. And should I roll for sleight of hand?
Yeah, if you're trying to bamboozle them.
I'm not trying to bamboozle. I'm just trying to get the actual right card.
I would say that would be more intelligence than a dexterity.
Okay. How do you roll for intelligence?
So what you'll need to do is if you have your character sheet open.
Yep.
On your character sheet.
Abilities. Like under the.
I would go under your. This is what I would do.
Okay.
Under your main.
Yep.
You see where intelligence is?
Yeah.
Left click and grab it. And you should see it. And look and see if you've got a dice tower. It's like a white tower. It's got a dragon around it.
I multiplied the dice. How do I get rid of this?
If you drop it not in the menu and not in the dice tower, it should go away.
Yes.
But you want
So-
to drag it to, it should be in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen. If you scroll over it, it says Dice Tower. It has a little dragon flying around it.
Yeah. So where should I drop it?
Drop it on that tower.
Okay.
That will roll.
No.
That's okay. I can see what the tower does is it rolls it just to me.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I will compare that versus average check.
My passive perception is 22.
Yes, I do see a dice tower, by the way. Yeah.
Okay. So this is kind of fun. So
Okay, in the dice tower.
all right. And then Hal, I'm going to whisper something to you here real quick as well, as your companion lays there brain dead.
I imagine I didn't even notice that Shizuka went down just because it happened so
Okay.
I
suddenly.
don't get to see what I rolled. Or I can't.
Nope.
Yeah, that's
You don't.
that's the point.
That's the
Oh.
point. That's one of the things I like about Fantasy Grounds.
Is you can do a stealth roll.
What? Oh, that, yeah.
Okay. So that should take care of all the stuff. You guys can role play it out.
So what was my card? I assume that's what you're going for.
Was it? And he's gonna pull out the 7 of clubs.
Yes, but I imagine, and I'll dart my hand in really quick and pull out what I imagine is another 7 of clubs. I imagine there were quite a few of those.
You pull the deck and you start flipping through them. You're not seeing duplicates, but you know something's fishy.
A good trick.
It's all in the hands. And he's going to do this thing where he kind of waves his hands together and the whole deck disappears.
Fancy.
I accidentally closed the map. How do you open that again?
If you click on,
You can't. It's
You
lost
can.
forever.
I can't play it for again.
never again. We can never
It's just-
share that map ever again. If
It's
you
just
click on
because
images and maps,
where's that?
you may or may not have it depending on how you have your library set up.
Library.
So you probably want to switch it to play.
Oh,
And then on that sidebar, there should be a thing that says what?
oh.
Images and maps.
Images and maps.
And
Yeah.
then select new. And then this one should be called Underdark Battle.
Okay. I'm not used to this.
Yeah, it's
Okay, there you
it's a learning curve for
I
sure.
accidentally got rid of it because it was in the way of the dice tower.
We'll teach you some shortcut tricks and stuff. Anyways,
So
as
that's your
Hal is
brain dead
interacting
friends.
with Torn, what are you guys doing with Shizuka? Boris, of course, is examining, trying to go over anything that he can to assist.
Do you want me to make a medicine check?
Medicine would be good.
Okay.
I would also allow religion.
Religion.
Your choice.
I'll go with religion since they're the same number.
That was not a good roll.
Yeah.
You remember some stories about nasty afflictions, and it takes a very devout, high-level priest.
Boris is going to relay this. And then as he gets to the high-level priest, he's just like, which I am not. So,
Not yet.
we might be slightly screwed.
Is there a healer in your wherever you're from?
Is there?
You think that your people can assist? They've dealt with these brain bombs, essentially. It's kind of you would use the drow word for it, but your people have dealt with this. You think that they have a way. They're outsiders. How do you get along with?
Drow is a dialect of Elvish, isn't it?
Yeah.
You gonna try to speak in Elvish?
No,
That was to Makoto.
I can too.
Huh, look at that. Understood by 2 people.
Speak.
So the way that Fantasy Grounds works, Torn, if you know the language, if somebody types in that language, it will automatically translate it for you.
Yeah, because I can read it. That's neat.
But everybody else has no idea.
And Torn responds.
If you want to change your language, yeah, cool, you got it. It's also a bit of a journey as well. But that should be enough out of character.
In different languages.
Yeah, that might be enough out of character. Let's do this. We're a little late on the break, but let's take about a maybe 10-minute break. Be back 25 after, and we'll resume. Feel free to keep talking in the background if you guys want to.
Make some tea, and then I'll do that.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
Well, I'm having lots of fun.
Good. I'll be right back myself. Just a couple minutes.
I apologize, Shiz. There's literally jack shit I can do for you.
Well, yeah, I am pretty much brain dead after that.
I don't know how to add armor though. Like armor to my
Just
AC.
like it automatically adds it if you change it from wearing to like it's in inventory, unequipped, and worn.
Oh.
Little button.
Okay, let's see. Leather. I'm wearing. Okay, equipped. Okay, thank you. I'm not used to this. I'm actually more used to roll 20.
Yeah, you'll get the system takes a little while to get used to after World 20, but there's a lot more nuance to it, so you can do a lot more. It makes it easier to do more complex and keep track of stuff.
I have to add another dagger. I have 2. I only have 1 equipped. Nope, I have 2 daggers. Okay. Yeah, really sorry for playing card games in the middle of you dying.
Nah, it's fine.
Also, in my defense, there is literally nothing I can do to help.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also have nothing. But
Out of character, I know nothing about the settings, so that's going to be a learning experience for me.
oh, everything's terrible and we're all gonna die. That is the setting.
Okay.
Probably.
Hal would actually probably, while they're doing that, fill you in on a little bit of the reasons why we're here, which is like,
Yeah.
basically, the church, one of the churches from one of the cities above. This is just essentially what he's giving you as like the pared down version. Is secretly run by a colony of what we believe are Illithid. And they're kidnapping children to eat their brains.
That's even.
And we have come down here to try to stop that from happening. And stop said group of crazy tentacle faces. So that is kind of like the brief overview of what's going on right now.
I just mean even down here, out of character, I have no idea what the state of the Underdark is down here. Like, I don't even know what town Torn's from. I mean, Torn's from.
Yeah, it can sometimes be a little precarious jumping in the middle of things. We'll get you caught up to speed, but the most important things that you would know or want to know.
Shit's fucked.
The church that he's referring to, the guy that was writing that boule, yeah, those are the same people. So you equate that. That's their bad guy. You guys, the Drow are kind of removed from everything that's going on. They haven't really been messed with, nor do they mess back. It's more of a territorial dispute. But whatever they're doing, you know it's way far to the north. And the elders, you've heard some talk just because of how your character's set up. The way that they talk, they keep talking about there's some large object to the north. They don't know exactly what it is. It doesn't belong here, but the tentacled ones, the mind flayers, they covet it. They will not let anyone near it. To go there is death. The drow absolutely would not go. They would send those condemned out into the Underdark and banish them in that location, no problem. That's about as much as that's known here.
Yeah.
The Underdark's
Also-
not the easiest place to travel, even for those who live here.
I also sent you a bit of a.
I got it. Thank you.
Yeah. Hopefully that's an interesting
Mm-hmm.
setup.
Works for me.
Alright, sounds like my coffee is done, so I'll be right back.
I will admit you guys did exceptionally well. You had some really good, clever ideas in that Boule fight. Had it been just a slobber knocker, you guys attack, they attack sort of thing, I don't know if you guys would have lasted. I think probably a couple of you would have went down.
So in other words, it was a good idea to turn everything into a sheep.
The DM did not expect that. And it worked for the one sheep that you did was great because nobody messed with it. So that was really clutch. But having I gave it a percentage chance because their intelligence is about a 2. No, it's not about it. It is. Welcome back. So when something strange like that happens, they don't process it. They just see big fluffy animal meat eat, right? So that's what happened. And then when it turned back, it turned into kind of like a territorial kind of pissing match there for another round. So that bought you guys quite a bit. Had they been able to just jump and leap around, they'd have just destroyed you guys. They're way overpowered, and they're a CR4 creature.
Yeah. And
5. Sorry, 5.
So Maddie and I had a bit of a talk.
Okay.
And turns out this was over Discord. This was over direct message, by the way.
Yeah.
Maddie thought that cleric spells gained was like sorcerer.
They do what?
You've been using
The same.
You haven't been doing some prepared spells.
No, I've been doing.
You just get the whole full spell list. God damn it, Maddie.
That's why I was like, wait a minute, how can you not cast restoration?
Like, if you don't have it prepared, sure, and we can just rest. But like, fucking hell.
If only the DM had said on multiple occasions, and let's set this up as a hotkey. If only the party had a cleric. If only the party had a cleric. If only the party had a cleric.
If only the party had a cleric.
If only the party had a cleric.
Just a medic echoing in the background.
How many levels have you been playing, Boris?
9.
No, that's not true.
Because what?
3?
Rachado died in the second arc.
So like 6 or 7.
I want to
So
say
you've been
7.
You've been playing Boris for 3 levels now. And what, 5 months, 6 months?
And I've been completely given.
Yeah, I just want to point out, it's like, don't you have 5th level spells, by the way?
And
Yes, but I
you
took
have been
But I took Holy Weapon because we got the level before we fought the
I
dragon.
took Holy
And I
Weapon.
would like to just point out to the stream, this is the type of the DM has to deal with on a daily.
I only took one known level 5 because I'm dumb. I'm like, what?
All right, so
The thing.
Anyway, in that case, I'll have you up tomorrow.
are you sure?
unless you're going to force me to continue abiding by this rule.
I mean, you know, unless another one of those shows up.
In which case we'll have.
So
we should probably still head to that town that
the
Torn
question is, this
Guess I'll just
or
die.
dat?
mentioned. Oh,
What is this or
we
that?
have to. We need to get some diamond dust. Look,
Yeah, I guess I could theoretically try because I do actually have.
Oh, because the cost.
Yeah.
I mean, it won't be hard to get. I mean, once we find someone that sells diamond dust, it won't be hard to get it.
What are the target's ability scores?
That was my question. Do you have this or dat?
Lesser doesn't restore ability.
It does
score,
not. You need greater restoration.
But greater is a 5th level spell, which we have access to.
Okay, good.
So
Yeah,
we
we should be good as soon as we're.
As
So-
soon as we get diamond dust.
Yeah. Who
as soon as
has?
we get diamond dust, and
Anybody have a diamond?
I'm sure we can find one down here.
I don't have a diamond, unfortunately, no.
It's like Minecraft, right? We just have to get down to.
Oh, yeah, we should have bought some diamonds before we left. That would have been smart.
Yeah. Well, he just found out he has now like 300 more spells he can cast. God damn it, Maddie.
I'm good at this.
You made cleric. You were playing a cleric in Anastoral druid.
No, it's like
Same logic,
Okay,
though.
to be fair, Buren had told me it was a house rule that I had access to all of them.
No, it's a house rule
The
that you
house
have
rule-
access to all of them on any given day.
The house
Because you're
rules
just
that you
preparing them live.
Fucking worked.
Because you're just preparing them live. This, at the top of the day, you pick the X spells that you prepare.
That is correct. You pray to your deity, and he grants you power to cast those spells for that day. You can, however, always turn a prepared spell and cast a curative spell.
Oh,
That's 3.5.
interesting.
Oh,
That's 3.5.
sorry. Oh, that's a second edition thing. Sorry.
I was about to say that's really good. if
I
that's
I thought that was still in
Well,
5th edition.
Well, you just need to remember to prepare cure wounds. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were doing good with what, like 4 spells? See how you do with like 300.
Cool.
So,
Okay.
anyways, Shizuka not doing so well. You know that you need help. Boris thinks that he has the power, but he needs something greater as a focus. He tells you that he does indeed need a precious gem. A diamond would be the best bet. You guys think that if you follow Torn, if he is anywhere near a civilization, surely they have some sort of jeweler.
So all's not lost. It's only mostly lost.
I mean, all that said, we at the very least can't stay here. Because we were literally just attacked here, and that would be very dumb of us if we did.
That
Is
is.
there any way to write out actions in the chat like in Roll20?
What do you mean,
Yeah,
write out
Like when you do
actions?
/me and it puts the character's name and it's like more of an action?
No, I don't.
So if you hold
I don't
control,
know.
it'll do an action. If you hold alt, it'll,
Slash emote also works.
yeah, it'll.
Yes.
You can either emote or out of character it.
Oh yeah.
Also, for the record, nobody's ever accused us of being smart.
Oh my god, there's a vote message?
Torn does have the
What?
smuggest look on his face right now, though, as he waits for this party of outsiders to make their decision.
I mean, we need the resources to be able to get our friend back up on her feet. So I think
We really don't have any other choice but to follow this guy.
yeah.
Indeed.
All right.
Bright side, he seems nice.
Sounds wonderful.
Boris is going to.
Fantastic.
Boris is going to sling Shizuka over his shoulder.
Now, if you're so kind to follow me, we will help your friend out as best as we can, but please let me do the talking.
Okay.
Not everyone is as welcoming as I am.
Your village is a little distance away, so you guys are going to have to put your feet to ground here. And as you guys are moving on, I'm trying to remember who had rolled the random encounter last time. Was it Hal?
I did, yeah.
So, just going to go to the right of that. Makoto, can you roll me a d20, please?
I'm gonna roll it in the bucket.
Okay. Let me consult something here real quick. That is not the chart. Okay. Okay. As you guys... I don't want to share this giant ass map for you, so give me just a second and I will unclear just a little bit more as you guys travel. You guys will know you guys are not headed north anymore. He's taking you east towards the river, just FYI.
Okay.
I mean, I'd rather get Shizuka back up.
No,
before we continue north. So.
Totally understand. I think it's probably for the best anyways. So I'm going to share this picture here in Discord real quick. He's going to take you east a bit. You guys are going to reach the river. It's not moving incredibly fast. But Torn tells you you guys do need to cross it for the Drow village is a little deeper into the Underdark. Across the river, there are sets of tunnels that you guys can traverse to go down to his humble village, he calls it.
But first we gotta cross this river, right?
That is correct. The river itself, although it's not moving incredibly fast, is 60 feet wide. You could try to wade it, but knowing the local flora and fauna of the area, you know that there are those kind of tendril-like blood vines across the coast. You get too close to them, they of course will attack. The water itself is not the most pleasant, but the real danger are the local amphibious life that resides within. Discuss amongst yourselves how you would like to cross this 60-foot river.
Do we want to just cut the bullshit?
I cast fly, I cast fly, I cast fly.
Well, he just casts fly on 3 of us. One of us jumps on the broom. Actually, I think the broom can carry 2 just at half speed, right?
Oh, we do have a broom, don't we?
Yes, and did you guys take a short rest or no?
I don't think... Oh, we would have to take a short rest because Makoto's out of spells.
No.
You have 3 spells now?
I only cast 1 spell.
Doesn't Smite use a spell slot?
Yeah, that was the 1 spell.
Didn't you cast Phantasmal Force?
That's a racial.
Oh.
Yeah.
I just haven't used it up until now.
That's dope. Then yeah, you can cast fly. Boris can just fly. One of us can carry Shizuka either on the broom or while flying.
I would like to draw attention to the fact that if I cast fly as a 5th level spell, I can target 3 people with it.
So that's 3. So you could do yourself, Muranaka and Torm. I can jump on the broom and Boris can just fly, and I can carry Shizuka on the broom. Perfect. Correct. Does that work, Catherine?
If you guys can logically complete it, then yeah, I have no problem.
Cool. I think we're good then.
All right.
Okay, so you guys figure out a way with your limited resources here. It's gonna take you. It's just gonna stop you guys for a short amount of time as you kind of figure out the logistics. You transport yourselves to the other side of the river. Continue forward. Let's loop around. Boris, give me a d20 roll, please.
Oh dear. 1d20 coming on up.
That's not a good.
All mine are good. What are you talking about?
Oh dear.
Okay. Now it's time for the fun part. As you guys cross over, you're not interrupted by any humanoid type creatures, any monsters, anything like that. You do see a set of caves. They do appear to lead down deeper into the Underdark.
Further into Australia.
Off to the side. Boris, since you rolled, you're going to be the one to notice this. You see another kind of like, I don't exactly want to call it an outcropping, but something that looks a little different than the rest. It almost looks like it was a carved, man-made structure, though it does have a few kind of cobwebs and vines and stuff overgrowing it. It does stick out to you. Almost lost to time. Almost.
It's only lost 10.
Yes. Essentially, you're going to be left with a choice as you ask Torn what this area is. His reply is it's an old temple. Old magics. When the drow permeated more of the Middle Dark, they had fast transit systems. He's heard that this was one of such places, but they have not been used in a long time. He doesn't know if they work, but if they did, it could potentially save a lot of time. Discuss.
Where did it theoretically go? Or just everywhere?
Where did it go?
To their humble village.
Which would be how far by foot from here? Athen?
Yeah, give me a second. Without mounts, if you guys moved at a hurried pace, didn't encounter much to kind of slow you down where you could kind of keep up that pace, he thinks 10 days.
Oh,
That's a lot.
that is a lot.
Torn isn't always the most forthcoming with knowledge.
10 days without one of our party. That's a long time.
Or you could try to take the quick and easy path. You don't know if it works, but if anybody could get it to work, it's probably you guys.
Oh, I wish we had Naz here. I think we need to try to get it to work.
Yeah. I don't think we have the luxury of time right now.
We don't have the luxury of 10 days, no.
Okay. Well, let's do this. It is. Oh, I gotta set a grid on a map real quick. Give me 12.14 seconds.
It's a really specific number. I'm just mentioning it.
Just about there. It was a very specific number. Sometimes it snaps right to the grid, other times I have to finagle it a little bit. I think this is going to do it. This is going to be good enough, at least for our purposes here. All right, mapping coming. It's not exactly perfect, but y'all get the idea. Since Muranaka is not with us per se, he had to take off. He can quote unquote guard Shizuka. And
That's good.
got torn. You guys enter in. You see that cobwebs kind of in the way. You kind of pull them off to the side. You can hear kind of the chittering sounds of small insects and creatures. You chop through the vines, and eventually you get into what appeared to be some sort of temple. You can see rubble strewn all about you. In the center, you see this kind of grayish, purplish mass, kind of slightly fluctuating around the center. You see like this misty cloud surrounding it and the debris that has been scattered about the room.
Are you sure this hasn't been working?
That looks terrifying.
No one's been here in forever, at least. That's the rumor. So all of you guys are on equal footing.
I do not know what's going on. This is all confusing.
Yeah, you guys can kind of move around however you want. If you want to investigate, look at different things, interact with things, let me know.
I'm gonna check this rubble, actually.
I want this one. Okay. Okay. You pick it up. Some of it's chunky, some of it's bigger than the others. But one thing that you will immediately notice, none of it's hard, jagged, edged. It's all smooth and polished, like it's been washed over by water 1,000 times. Everything's just smooth to the touch, from the smallest little speck to the large, almost hand-sized objects.
Strange. It's all in a circle around this, from what I can tell.
Does appear to be that way. Shizuka, just so your characters, again, kind of unconscious, but feel free to contribute in an out-of-character sort of way, okay?
Yeah, if you have ideas on what to do, please tell us, because I have nothing.
I will be able to communicate with you telepathically. Because little did you know, she was a psionic the entire time.
Hell.
Yeah.
You're still deafened, by the way.
No, that were
No, it wore off.
Okay, why is the effect still on him?
I don't know. Buren didn't get rid of the effect.
Yes.
Buren didn't get rid of the effect.
Damn
Sorry.
it, Buren.
Your names are similar. Catherine didn't remove the effect. So,
I actually forgot it was on there.
Hey, at least we don't have 2 Rins in this group.
Yeah.
To make it
Rin,
more-
Catherine.
That's the other group.
There will not be a stream of that on Saturday, unfortunately.
Hmm. All right, what would you guys like to do?
Is there actually a giant glowy orb near the floor in the middle?
It's less of an orb, like circular shaped. It's more of a wishing well.
That's horrifying.
So I kind of want to science this, but I feel like everyone should brace themselves.
I'm gonna hide in this, or I'm gonna check out this room. I don't know. Why not?
Okay. Describe to me how you're checking out visually and investigating the walls.
I'm looking around for any kind of markings, any writing, even if I don't know what it says, but that might indicate what the heck's going on or what we could use this for.
Okay, perception.
Cool. I hope this goes well. In the tower.
Nice. So you
Meanwhile,
go ahead.
I am throwing a rock into that purple mass.
Perfect. I am going to resolve Hal just real quick.
Yeah.
Hal,
just let you know.
you'll notice like this, almost like this talcum sort of just covering everything. Almost like this rock has been ground to powder and just scattered everywhere. You eventually realize if you rub your hand, you can remove some of this powder and you can see some pictographs.
Okay.
And let me draw something because y'all love my drawing skills.
You do have some fantastic drawing
Yeah,
skills.
you do see something kind of like this. Like this. Like this. Like this. Couple more like this. Something like this.
I'm waiting for the moment when he draws a dick. And then gets the channel banned from Twitch.
Something like this. You see some eyes. Appears to be eyes. Why is it not drawing? Those are eyes. It definitely has a feminine form. It looks like a woman's torso riding atop a spider. You can see other small humanoids around it, kind of like this. You may
So did only half of it draw for on anyone else's end?
It's just taking time to update.
Okay.
It's like it takes like a minute or two to update.
I like
Oh, there we go.
I like sharing it with the main chat because then the other group's like, what the?
I don't see any of the UI.
I
So-
shared the picture in.
Does it look like the other humanoids are on the ground?
Yes, they're either
That's-
dead or praying. Not quite sure.
This is a very big distinction between those two
Yeah.
things.
So Makoto, you pick up a small rock, like a skipping stone kind of thing.
Yeah.
You kind of launch it there over towards the pool.
Yep.
You throw it in the pool and just echoing throughout the room, everybody hears this. What's the best way? Boop, 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 boop. Kind of
Okay, that was
sound.
cool. Guys, there's either a giant spider, also a person, killing people or being worshipped by people. Not sure which. The
Okay.
drawing of, not actual. In case that was unclear, which I now see that it was. So yeah, there might be some kind of, I don't know, weird religion going on here. Look out for that. Just in case. I don't know.
Like 35, 45 seconds. Boop, boop. The pool starts to ripple. The fog around it starts to just kind of shift and haze ever so slightly. These are small, minor course correction type actions, not big, wide-spanning reactions.
Anybody find anything out aside from that well is really deep?
I mean, as of now, nobody's even gotten within like 20 foot of it, 30 foot of it, you know?
I'm tempted to approach it.
Okay.
There's a large ring of destruction around it.
I mean, the rock sailed right through.
Yeah.
Is that just fog around it?
It's like a mist.
I'm just gonna summon my quarterstaff, just kind of poke the mist, see what happens.
Okay. You stick your staff through the mist, and it makes like a surgical-like impression through the cloud. You can see it just kind of cut into it. The cloud is that thick.
Maybe we could push.
Spider.
So maybe I could push the fog to the side.
With the staff,
Yeah.
you push the fog to the left or to the right, and you hear this. Best way to describe it. Sort of sound like a staticky, just real otherworldly sound.
That sounds bad.
That does sound bad.
Maybe don't do that.
Or maybe you and see what happens.
You hear it rippling, coming from the center of the room, almost from that voidish. I don't even know how you describe it. That purplish sort of wishing well shaped entity at the center.
Well, you might as well talk to it.
Someone seeking safe passage? I don't think I'm safe at all, which is why I'm looking for safe passage.
What to wear?
Miko's just kind of like glanced up to the side. Torn? Where? Where's the place again?
DM, what's the name of the place?
It's a secret.
What? I mean, I thought talk about my town that my character's from. I don't know the name of it.
How do I know? You do not work for the ones from far away.
The ones from what?
Far away.
Far away.
Which ones from?
The ones that fell from the stars.
Oh, the ones up north? We're actually trying to kill them. They knocked out one of our friends, and that's why we're going to this village of some kind to help them, to help our friend, so that we can defeat them, the ones from far away up north who fell from the stars and are building a giant machine.
Perhaps a deal of sorts. Yes.
What would the terms be? Look how I'm bad at this.
They have something of great power. I want it rising with energy. You bring this to me, I will take you where you need to go.
This thing of great power, where can we get it?
You hear Boris call out from behind you guys, just like, I don't trust it.
Far to the north, you will see the wreckage of their great vessel. Its power source. Bring it to me. I expect not in an hour, a day, or a month, but soon. I will give you what you want now for a small upfront payment.
What would the upfront payment be?
Your vitae.
Your vitae. Your life.
She's gonna kill one of us?
Not all. Some.
I don't like the sound of this deal. This seems like a really shitty deal for us.
Is it?
So you kill some of us now?
No.
No, no.
She wants some of your life now.
Oh, so just like blood?
You don't know exactly what she means. She does not want to kill one of you and take everything from one. She wants to take a little bit from all.
Oh. Can I try to see if I know what this is, or like of some sort based on the drawing?
Could I make an insight on how much life that she wants to take?
You
Like,
can
Is she meaning most of it?
actually do this. I want you to make a manual roll. You can use your proficiency modifier if you have it in either religion or insight, and you can add your ability score from both of those. So
From both insight and religion.
yes, and then if you're proficient in one or both, you can add your proficiency once.
Okay.
So proficiency in Twiz. That's what you're saying. If I were to do this, can I not add my intelligence bonus? Can I just do a straight insight check?
Do you have
Instead.
proficiency in religion?
No.
That's why Boris is getting that,
Okay.
because there is a very religious reason.
Okay, gotcha.
So proficiency.
You can make
so
an
plus
insight
4
roll, though,
plus
Hal.
4.
I can make an insight roll? Okay.
Yeah, anybody's entitled to one if you wish.
So I also saw the drawing and assume now that it's probably something being worshipped.
Okay, so it's just an insight roll for me then. So that's plus 8.
Flat D20 for me.
Okay. Surprisingly, not surprisingly, Boris's roll is very good. Hal's, yours is actually even a little better.
Ooh.
Yeah, you rolled exceptional.
I'm guessing I rolled trash.
Not trash. Just I would view it as you would have an average sort of reaction. You don't trust this thing, but you know you can just feel and witness its power, right? Everything about this screams supernatural sort of. Are you making a pact with a demon or devil? You don't know. This place is totally foreign to you, but you have the feeling it probably has the power to back things up. Hal, you think this is a very bad deal.
I do.
But you feel that it was going to get you what you want. The risk is higher than the reward. Boris.
Hello.
You have a good feeling you know who this deity is.
Ooh.
It's a deity not talked about much up above. Torn, this is just a given for you. But Boris, you remember hearing some stories about Queen of the Underworld, Lolth.
Is she a spider?
Do you out of character not know who Lolth is?
No. Out of character, I do not know who Wolf is.
Oh. Does anybody out of character know who Lolth is?
I do.
Spider.
Yeah, Shizuka.
Got it.
Would you like to?
Loth is otherwise known as the Queen of Spiders. So basically, she commands them, she rules them, and if I'm remembering right, those who seek to enter a pact with her have to offer up, like, I think it was like a percentage of their life to form a pact with her. So I don't know if this is what this particular Loth is the same thing, because we're not entering a pact with her per se, we're bargaining with her.
Okay. I would say, Boris, yeah, you can use that as character knowledge.
Okay.
And also canonical deity of at least some drow.
The patron mother, essentially.
Basically the patron god of the drow. Goddess of the drow.
Assuming this is... It could just be a magical well that speaks.
It could be. But I don't know if it's just an out-of-character thing, but I'm getting intense spider vibes from the voice.
She is.
That was intentional.
All right.
So I'm going to come out of my hidey hole and come up to whoever who's bargaining most. It's Hal, right?
Makoto's the closest. Hal, I think, has spoken the most.
Hal is also doing a really shitty job.
And Muranaka's like,
Okay, so-
what is your favorite color?
What is your favorite? Ask her favorite color. I'm sure it'll be great.
Anyways, we digress.
Purple. Okay, so I'm going to move forward. Do I know of any rituals for Loeb?
You might not know rituals, but you would have a very religious approach to what you're doing. We'll just flavor it that way.
Okay. Boris is going to approach with something along the lines of, "Oh, great and powerful Lolth, Queen of the Spiders, Queen of the Underdark.
Don't push it.
We have come to bargain with our humble lives and our humble greetings."
Yes. Bargain. What do you want? I can offer
just looks to the others and then raises an eyebrow and points to Shizuka. Like, do we want to see if she can fix that? Or do we want to fast travel? And fix it ourselves?
I don't know. I will, because we have the little earring thing, say to everybody just like, the deal she offered is like, I don't really like it. It gets us what we want, but it's, i.e., so we can speak a little bit secretively at least. It gets us what we want, but it's a shitty deal. It's really risky terms.
This sounds like a pact.
This is likely a pact.
It is.
It is a pact.
Yeah. So here's what I'll throw out for you guys. If the thing is with Loth is that despite her demeanor, she'd care, and overall spiders, monsters, and all that. She's one of the few pact keepers that does not want to see her pact keepers die. Like, she will actually. She's despite all pretense, she's like the compassionate mother type when it comes to keeping pact keepers alive. Like, she won't go out of her way to save you, but if you show her enough devotion, she will show her favor in return. And you have someone who's kind of half dead, so here's the thing: you can either.
Is it a cat now?
So that's a spider growling. So you have three options. You can offer, hey, we have like this body full of life. You want to eat that instead? Yeah,
Are you suggesting we chuck Shizuka down the well?
Let me finish.
Okay.
You can offer her as a potential new pact keeper for her, or you can walk away.
I'm a cleric without a god. Do you think she'll take me?
That's actually a.
Have a real god instead of a fake god made up by mind flayers.
You know that meme where it's just that guy blinking? That's what the DM just did. Why didn't I think of that?
To be fair, I had all.
Yeah, but the thing is, you can still heal, and we need a healer, or a cleric who knows how to heal. And as an aside, I don't think her domain is with healing. That off the top of my head, I don't know.
So I will break it into more kind of game mechanics. She's offering to teleport you guys to the place, to your destination that you were trying to get to, the village, so you can help your companion Shizuka. To do so, she's asking for just a taste of your devotion, of your life. However, her ultimate goal, should you really want to win her favor, she wants some sort of power source from some sort of thing she's calling a vessel very far to the north, because she don't like them tentacle bastards.
I mean,
all things considered, when you think about it, our interests are aligned.
Yeah, I can get behind not liking tentacles.
Again, that's a lofty goal. She said months.
And we are going that way anyway.
We're going that way. We're likely to do that. Having a deity on our side, at least as far as fixing that problem, seems like a good idea.
Sometimes,
if you want,
sorry, I'll interject this as well, because I imagine you guys don't think it. Sometimes having a deity not against you is like having it on your side.
Yeah.
Also that.
We could So we could also ask if we could secure teleportation back to here, because it's closer by a fucking lot. Once our business at the town is done, as part of this same deal.
It's your choice, Boris. I can't make this choice. I'm already in a pact.
I'm not.
I mean, hang on, wait, you're not. What?
Yeah, I said I'm not.
You're fairly spoken for, though.
Yeah, I was gonna say, aren't
By
you?
like 2 gods, kind of.
What's a third?
I said.
Oops.
What the fuck?
That was, I had the effects on. Menage a Godsome.
Like, what's a third at this point?
You are also catatonic.
The
Yeah.
God's moot.
What's your choice?
So yeah, like, so here's the thing. I'm willing to just be that sacrifice if you need to get going.
No, I'll bite it.
We need the healer.
It's not death.
It's not that one.
And it's not from one, it's from all.
Oh, it's from all.
Yeah.
Boris is going to make a counter offer. How
Okay.
would you like another devout cleric?
You do not last long enough. For your candle burns bright at both ends.
Yes, but candles that burn brightly tend to make the most fires where you need them.
Remove the threat. Let my children play in their old grounds again. And power will be yours, feathered one.
And what of passage? Here and back.
A
The better.
small nibble enough to sate the hunger. Safe passage guaranteed. Twice.
Cool, we get a round trip. From all or from one?
You guys see that? Can you click on it?
See what?
Oh, it's a vote.
Yeah.
I don't have any of the UI up. I don't know what happened.
What?
We'll fix it going forward.
This
How-
one, the
how
new
does-
map loaded.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's neat.
Yeah, I just saw it anyways. So, Torn, you can of course just tell me what you want, and we'll vote that way. But check mark for yes, X for no, if you want to accept the deal. And I think it's down to the point where another vote won't matter. So you guys agree. The mists start to kind of swirl around you. That thick sort of miasma starts to spin in a clockwise motion. The center wishing well starts to spark. You can see the reflections bounce off of this mist, these purple and grayish tones of streaks of a bit of lightning inside. The stones begin to vibrate around you to pick up and spin in a counterclockwise position. You feel in your wrists, very close to your forearm. You can feel that life essence kind of bubble and start to pull from your skin and leave and enter this kind of transient sort of mist that's around you. And mechanically, you guys are going to suffer.
Oof.
I knew that was coming.